More than 1,000 UNESCO World Heritage Sites are spread over 167 countries and have been designated by UNESCO as having historical, cultural, or scientific value. Some of these sites are more well-known than others, such as the Taj Mahal or the Grand Canyon, and are legally protected by international treaties. In this video we will talk about UNESCO World Heritage Sites that are a little less well-known yet are still worth seeing. We begin with Peterhof Palaces, St. Petersburg, Russia. Peterhof, the majestic summer palace of Russian nobility, was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1990. Peter the Great requested of Versailles by the sea in 1714. The location blossomed into a magnificent palace on a hill surrounded by a park. The spectacular Grand Cascade, an exceptional fountain ensemble made up of 3 waterfalls, approximately 150 fountains spouting more than 2,000 jets of water, and a plethora of statues and sculptures, is located in front of the palace. Kinderdijk, the Netherlands. Kinderdijk is made up of 19 ancient, well-preserved windmills that were designated as UNESCO World Heritage Sites in 1997. The name Kinderdijk comes from a 16th-century fable about a baby, a cradle, and a cat that survived being thrown into roaring waters. The Dutch were at the mercy of recurrent floods for generations. Around 1740, 19 windmills were erected in the Kinderdijk hamlet, clever constructions that drain surplus water from polders and pump it into nearby rivers and canals. This helps to spread water levels more uniformly and reduces the risk of severe floods. Modern engines now turn the paddle wheels, forcing them to sweep up the water, yet the country has a special link with and fondness for its numerous windmills. Uluru, Australia. Australia's indigenous people, known as Aborigines, are among the world's oldest civilizations. They are the spiritual guardians of renowned Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, a natural marvel consisting of a 1,142-foot-high natural sandstone monolith. The cave walls are covered with vibrant Aboriginal paintings portraying kangaroos, frogs, turtles, and the 4 seasons. Uluru, the centerpiece of Uluru Juta National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1987, emits red-orange colors that shimmer when the sun sets and darkness falls. Ayutthaya, Thailand. Ayutthaya, Thailand's historic capital, lies roughly 50 miles north of Bangkok. This UNESCO World Heritage Site was the residence of 33 rulers from several dynasties. From 1353 to 1767, the city was the capital of Siam and was allegedly described by early explorers as having 2,000 spires covered in gold. The site contains Wat Mahathat and Wat Phra Si Sanfat, which functioned as Ayutthaya's royal temple for several centuries until 1767, when the Burmese destroyed the majority of this splendid city. Agrigento's Valley of the Temples, Sicily. The Valley of the Temples, located in Agrigento, has been designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1997. These are among the world's biggest Greek ruins, and the beauty of the temples, 7 in the Doric style, erected during the 5th and 6th century BC, rivals that of Athens. The site comprises the Temple of Juno, which offers panoramic views of the valley, as well as the well-preserved Temple of Concordia. The Temple of Heracles, which includes the remains of a huge altar, is the earliest ruin. The major attraction, the Concordia Temple, has survived practically intact since its erection in 430 BC. Its stunning exterior inspired the UNESCO emblem.
Plitvice Lakes National Park, Croatia.
One of Europe's most remarkable natural beauties, Plitvice Lakes National Park, is located deep within Croatia's hilly central region, just a stone's throw from the border with Bosnia and Herzegovina. This UNESCO World Heritage Site, since 1979, spans 114 highly wooded square kilometers and is made up of 16 turquoise, green, and blue lakes connected by waterfalls coursing over limestone slopes. This pool complex is separated into two sections: the top portion, which contains the park's largest lake, and the bottom section, which has Croatia's highest waterfall. Both may be explored by wooden trails that snake across clear waterways ringed by beech, spruce, and fir trees and ornamented with miniature rainbows thrown into the air by the spray of the waterfalls.
Medina of Fez, Morocco.
Fez's Medina is often regarded as the best preserved medieval city in the world, and it has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1981. Today, the Medina is home to 70,000 people and is the world's biggest car-free urban zone. In the tangle of alleyways, you may buy almost everything, especially leather products. The tanneries of Fez are famous across the globe, and the kaleidoscopic colors, the sound of hundreds of workers hammering the leathers to soften them, and the scent of lye overwhelm the senses.
Despite the flurry of bustle throughout the Medina, there are still areas of calm, such as the many-tiled mosaic fountains in tranquil madrasas, or seminaries. Torres Del Paine, Chile.
Torres Del Paine, Blue Towers, a trio of granite peaks rising 6,500 feet above the Patagonian plains, anchors an enormous national park of the same name. It was formerly a huge expanse of sheep ranches before Chile designated it a national park in 1959, when keen conservationists noted its pristine beauty and ecological richness. The terrain changes from meadows to deep woodland to glacier-cut fjords and valleys across its 935 square mile span. Even the weather changes frequently. Chileans joke that you may experience all four seasons in a single day. Torres del Paine, which was designated a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve in 1978, is home to ostrich-like ants, Andean condors, flamingos, and guanacos. It is the apex of everything Chile has to offer for environment lovers, animal aficionados, and hikers alike. Agra Fort, India. The huge Agra Fort in India, located on the banks of the Yamuna River, was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983. This massive fort and palace served as the center of power for 4 generations of Mughal emperors, who dominated much of northern India, from the early 16th century until British colonial authority was established, in the early 1800s. The architecture of Agra Fort is a near-perfect marriage of military force and extravagant beauty. Ngorongoro Conservation Area, Tanzania. With zebra and wildebeest grazing on the plains, elephant wandering the woodlands, and cheetah, rhino, flamingo, and other animals painting the scene, it's no surprise that the name Ngorongoro is derived from the Maasai term for gift of life. The Ngorongoro crater, the remnants of a collapsed volcano the size of Mount Kilimanjaro, is the conservation area's most notable feature. What is left is the world's biggest volcanic caldera, which serves as a haven for wild animals while sustaining a fragile environment beneath its high walls. This protected area was designated by UNESCO in 1979. Samarkand, Uzbekistan. Samarkand, Uzbekistan's third biggest city,
was and continues to be an important city.
The city, which dates back to the 5th century BC, is one of the oldest in the world and has long served as a center of power for several Central Asian kingdoms. Samarkand rose to importance due to its location on the ancient Silk Route, which served as an important hub for China's commerce with the West. Beautiful structures and sites like as Bibi Kanem Mosque, Guriyamir, and Shah Izinda, among others, evoke a bygone era. Aside from them, there are signs of modernism in the shape of numerous buildings, parks, squares, and roads. The city is still inhabited and adapting to changing times, yet it remains a stately and magnificent site to visit.
Amphitheater of El Jem, Tunisia.
The Amphitheater of El Jem is a beautiful edifice in the heart of Tunisia, exhibiting a stunning example of excellent Roman culture and construction. The complex, a 3rd century building meant for large gatherings and spectacles, can house 35,000 people and is the only one of its sort in northern Africa. Its stunning similarity to the Roman Colosseum is clear, making it a popular destination for tourists visiting the country.